Hello and welcome to this unboxing of Galaxy Star Pro and Duos if you want to add to their already long name. It's been released a couple of days ago in the Indian market without any formal announcement and retails at 7,000 Indian rupees. In all probability, the Samsung Galaxy Star Pro, as is evident from this picture, is a slight departure from the previous generation Galaxy phones in this price range, which were either small and clumsy or ugly, or at times even both. For a change, the Galaxy Star Pro now features a very usable 4-inch screen with WVGA resolution and 16 million colors. For other specifications, let's just flip over. There is a 2 megapixel fixed focus camera and a 1 GHz processor. So the camera and chipset department doesn't change from the original Galaxy Star, as does the dual SIM telephony. However, keeping up with the screen, the battery also has a reasonable increase in its capacity. Now comes in at 1500 milliamp hours. There's also chat on, which is a proprietary Samsung application. So the screen definitely looks to be its unique selling point. But is there a catch? How does the aging 1 GHz Cortex A5 cope with a high resolution screen? There's just one way of knowing it. Let's unbox the Galaxy Star Pro and see it in person. So just break open the seal here really quick. Turns out to be a little clumsy, but I have all of it there. Okay, so I have the seal broken, and so there is the Samsung Galaxy Star Pro Duos in its white avatar. Right, let's just keep it aside and look at what else is inside the box. So we have the paperwork as well. I don't know how many of you just refer to this, but in case something doesn't work, you do have something to refer to. There are a white pair of earphones, and there's also this travel adapter with this is not data sync cable. It's just a travel adapter which is fits to your socket and does the charging for you, but it's not a data sync cable. So if you don't have a data sync cable, you probably want to buy that along with the phone. And we'll also have the battery that goes inside the Samsung Galaxy Star Pro Duos. Thankfully, Samsung Galaxy Star Pro features lesser bezels on its sides, something low-end Galaxy mobiles with smaller screens have been notorious for. As expected, the Samsung Star Pro resembles the current flagship from Samsung. Looks like Samsung was really serious about designing the S4 and has thrown all its design elements to all phones big and small that came after it. This one's no exception. It's an all-plastic affair with a metal-like plastic running around, and there are signature Samsung buttons below the screen. There's no front-facing camera, nor are there any sensors around the speaker, giving it a clean look, but there's definitely a lot of functionality missing. With the camera and loudspeaker grill, the back cover is removable. So we just open the back cover for now. Right, it does house the battery, and there are the two SIM card slots, dual SIM card slots. The micro SD card goes in here. So let me just put the battery into this mobile and power it on. So I do have the phone turned on. The bump in resolution does really make itself count at 233 ppi. It may not be record breaking, but it's certainly very crisp and excellent for the price range. The viewing angles are not spectacular, but I don't know if there are many other phones at this price range that offer better viewing angles. The colors definitely look good when viewed head on. Unlocking the phone gives us the standard touch-based launcher, which is very similar to other Galaxy phones. Swiping through the UI is rather fast, as is swiping through the home screen. Opening and closing an app does stutter a bit, but I'm not really complaining here. A budget phone with 512 MB of RAM can give you only so much. Immediately after start up, let's just see that. So immediately after startup, there is about 110 MB of RAM remaining. That's good enough for most day-to-day processes. And if you're curious, this phone runs Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean, so it'll be a lot better than other ICS phones in case you're considering them. Also, a look at the storage. It has about 2.3 gigabytes of RAM free of the 4 GB. You can definitely increase the storage with micro SD card. So Android does come with all of its advantages. You have millions of app in the App Store. You would probably have to log in to access all the apps, but you can definitely download as many apps as you want to make your smartphone experience a really telling one. The other thing that I've noticed is that this is not really bloated by many applications from Samsung. Probably Samsung's acknowledging the fact that this phone does not have a lot of RAM. You do have the Chat On app, which is really popular now from Samsung, and there is the Memo app, which can be really helpful if you want to take down quick notes. I don't think it takes touch input to draw as do many other high-end Samsung phones, but to take down real quick notes it might be handy. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy Star Pro looks pleasantly made and comes with a generous screen, Android Jelly Bean. There are omissions, of course, like there is no 3G, there are not many sensors, and looks like there is no proximity or ambient sensor as well. To do a little bit of research to confirm that, but the Android experience is pretty much up there with its competitors, and dare I say even better. At this price range, you can never have an all-round phone, but the question is, how judiciously are the omissions made? If you're on the lookout for the latest Android, well, almost, and you don't want to dig a hole in your pocket, the Samsung Galaxy Star Pro is definitely one for you. As a low-end smartphone, it has immense potential and seems impressively deceptive. So do stay around for the full review for more, and until then, it's goodbye.